Hey YouTube, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and today is, I think, September 1st, 2014, Monday, Labor Day, and this is my week 20 post-op VSG update. Let's see, why don't we start with the numbers, and then I'll announce the winner of the giveaway that I did last week for those of you who posted a question for my son. So I started my weight loss surgery process in January of 2014. I was at my highest weight then, which was 402 pounds. On surgery, on my date of surgery, which was April 14th, 2014, I weighed 360.6 pounds. Last week, I weighed 277 pounds, and today I weigh 274.4. So that's a little bit of a slowdown over the past couple weeks, but I'm totally happy with it. It's a 2.6 loss since last week, an 86.2 loss since surgery, and 127.6 pounds overall since I started this process in January in my highest weight. And that's really awesome. I noticed I track my weight in addition to the like 27 million spreadsheets that I keep. I track my weight on, I think it's called Monitor Your Weight. It's an app, and it calculates your BMI from when you started and what it is now. And I never really paid that much attention to BMI because I sort of wanted to be in denial at how high it was. But it's kind of shocking. When I started, I think my BMI was like 67. And now it's 45. So, wow. I mean, it's still super morbidly obese, but I heard somebody say in a video last night that the cutoff in some places for surgery without comorbidities is 40. So I was like, damn, making some progress here. Thank goodness. Okay, giveaway winner. Last week I did a giveaway. I wanted to do a video with my son. Before he left, I'd seen other videos with little kids. So I just thought it might be fun to do something with an older one. He wasn't hugely communicative in his answers, and he wanted to remain off screen for the majority of the time. But it was sort of interesting to hear what he had to say, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. But giveaway winner is Pete, Sleeve Rocker. You won my giveaway. So drop me a message on Facebook and give me your address. And I think I remember you saying that they don't have Starbucks where you live, so we'll figure out something else, but just drop me an email with your information and the kind of things you like and what they have there, and I'll get something off in the next week or so. So just wanted to thank everybody who participated, everybody who commented on the video. It was really sweet. But the one thing I just wanted to comment on was that several people asked this question because I think it's really heavy on our minds as parents who are overweight. Are we an embarrassment to our kids? Do our kids get teased because we're overweight? And I worried and thought about that all the time. And my son's answer to this question, and I think he's telling the truth because he usually doesn't have too much of a problem telling me the truth, even if it's like a little painful for me to hear. But he said, I never really thought about that. Nobody cared about our parents. Nobody teased me about about parents. And I thought about it, after he said that, and I thought, my dad was and is overweight, and I never thought about it. I mean, he was just my dad, and I loved him, and that's kind of what Ian said. You were just my mom, and that was what it was, and I didn't ever really think about it because it was all I knew. No one ever teased me about my dad being overweight. So maybe that's one less thing we can be shaming ourselves for and feeling guilty. So the video was worth that for me to hear that, but it was very sweet of him to do it. And what I liked the most, other than that, it was the first video I did where I was turning my head to look at somebody else, so I wasn't straight on, so I was very aware of that like saggy chin in that video. But it just I don't know, it's kind of heartwarming to me that when I looked at him and he talked, it's like my eyes lit up, and I hope that that's what he sees when I interact with him, and that he knows how loved he is. Anyway, what else do we have going on? Wanted to give a quick shout out to Kim Can Do It. She hasn't had surgery yet, and she's always been such a great supporter of so many of us, and she posted her first video. She was nervous about it, but she was just awesome. She was funny, she was cute, she was a total natural. So I'm going to put a link to her page below. So if you aren't already subscribed to her, please do. Look forward to hearing more from her as her journey progresses. Okay, what's up in general? So in terms of, after Obesity Help, I sort of slacked on a couple things. I can't say that it didn't affect me being around people who were much further along the process and who were not quite as strict as I had been. So I sort of stopped tracking that week and just started back again today. I don't think I was eating too much. I mean, since Obesity Help, I think I've lost like 12 pounds, and that was just a couple weeks ago. But I think maybe I'm not getting enough protein. And I had one day, Tuesday or Thursday, I think it was, I went to see my trainer, and it was late in the day. Often I go early in the morning and I'm fine, but it was late in the day and it was hot, and I just was like totally out of gas. And that was the first time that that's happened to me. Generally, I feel like I have great energy and can happily do all the torture that he puts me through, but I didn't that day. So, and I'd also stopped, before I went to Obesity Help, I was drinking a protein shake a day, and I sort of got out of the habit of that, and they sort of make me gag now. So I had stopped doing that. I think I probably need to add back in at least an unjury a day to make sure my protein is up there. But generally, I mean, I think I've been doing fine. I've just been, and this is one thing that I think is good about tracking, is I've just really been listening to my body, where before when I was tracking, I was like, okay, I have to get this much protein in, I have to do this, I have to get this many calories in. And so I was eating sometimes when I wasn't hungry, which is probably not a habit I want to reinforce. So, but I did start tracking again. Generally, I'm just eating a lot of protein and produce. That's pretty much it. So far today I had, this is like, sounds like a weird breakfast, but I made carne asada the other night. So I had like a little carne asada salad with carne asada and lettuce and some cheese and sour cream and onions. So that's what I had for breakfast. And then for lunch I had like a little chef salad with turkey and cheese and lettuce and cucumbers and stuff. And I think for dinner I'll probably have leftover salmon from last night and brown rice and zucchini. So just keeping it really, really about the protein and the produce. And I have added some more carbs into my diet since Obesity Help, and I actually think that helped kick up my weight loss a little bit. I don't think it's a huge amount. I mean, it's like, brown rice, occasional potatoes, and I've been having some of the like high protein Cheerios. So, and the other thing I changed at Obesity Help was my friend Losing Weight Kate was drinking Pellegrino, and that is like my thing. Sparkling water, club soda. That I really thought that's going to be the hardest thing for me to give up. So I tried it when we were out to dinner one night. It was fine, and then someone had told me about I had watched after I came back Dr. Weiner's videos, and in one of those he talks about the myths of bariatric surgery and carbonation, not drinking carbonation being one of them. That's really about, I mean, after you're a couple months out, that's really about keeping people from drinking soda and diet soda. So I've started back drinking club soda and soda water, and it is so good, and it so quenches my thirst. But I try to alternate with like a club soda, a water, or club soda. And I'm still drinking Crystal Light, which I'm trying to ease myself off of, but it's really hard. Exercising, I've been doing great. I feel really good. I feel strong. I noticed I've been working out with a trainer twice a week. I'm going to bump it up to 3 times a week now. Doing predominantly strength training. Of course, my heart rate's up because I'm 270 some pounds, and I'm running around doing these circuits, and I'm sweating a lot, but it feels incredible. And I noticed for the first time this weekend, like, I have muscles in my arms. I have muscles, like solid muscles in my calf. That could be partly just that I'm losing weight, because if you're carrying around 400 pounds when you're walking, you're probably building up calf muscles too. But it just feels really good to exercise. So liking that. I like it a lot more after it's over with, but it just feels good to get it done, and I just feel strong and solid, and I don't know, just different. So that's awesome. I think I talked about this last week a little bit, but my hair is like in the toilet. You can see losing hair like crazy. It's got a really dry consistency. I've gone way too long without getting it cut. I'm getting it cut this week, so hopefully it'll look better. But it's really, my hair is hitting the skids. So hopefully, like everybody else, that'll improve after a while. I think, I may get some biotin. It's in the Bariatric Advantage vitamins that I take, but I may get some additional. I don't know. We shall see. And so the only other thing that happened this week that I'm sure everybody's sick, who's friends with me on Facebook, is sick of hearing me talk about, but my son left for college yesterday. And what was interesting about that was just that I couldn't rely on my, I had to sit through the emotions without running away from them of being sad, because I just really couldn't overeat. God knows what I would have eaten had he left, pre-op. But I really couldn't. And I did, interestingly enough, probably not surprising, I did find myself, really wanting to drink alcohol yesterday, to have a couple glasses of wine. But I had committed to not drink until 1 year post-op, so got a ways to go for that. But this weekend I was really, really tempted, more so than I have been at all. And I guess that's just an example of how, I don't like to feel my feelings. But I did. It's fine. I felt him. I cried. It was sad. I will see him soon. He's not that far away. But it's just the whole idea of, I don't know, I've been taking care of somebody for like 25 years. And so this is the first time in a really long time that it's just me. Just me in the house with the dog and a cat. He had to leave his cat. So that probably means he'll come back to visit more. But I don't know, and that's weird. And I know I was really, really worried about this day before surgery, and I think it was one of the things that led me to having surgery and I think I've said this before, I was like so afraid of how miserable my life would be, and that I would be like a crazy cat lady if I kept going the way I was going and didn't lose weight. But I don't worry about that now. I feel great. I'm feeling much more social. I like to do things. I like to hang out with people. And going to Obesity Help showed me I can actually, I don't know, have fun, be playful. I don't know. It just kind of, it was another way of making me realize how different I am now than I was maybe a year ago. So really, that's all I have. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.